I want to share a story that happened to someone I knew personally, back when I was spending time in the Philippines. It's not my story, but I was close enough to watch the whole thing unfold, and it changed how I view relationships, especially between foreigners and Filipinas. This guy, I'll call him John, was from Australia. Late 50s, divorced, semi-retired. He had worked in construction and saved up enough to live a simpler life somewhere warm. He came to the Philippines in 2021 and settled in Iligan City over in Mindanao. Cheaper than the big cities, and he liked how laid back it felt. John met a woman named May. She was 35, separated from her husband, no annulment yet, which is common, and had a 10-year-old daughter who lived with her parents in the province. She was working as a cashier at a hardware store. They met through a mutual friend at a birthday party, started chatting on Facebook, and before long, they were dating. May wasn't after money, at least not directly. John said she never asked for anything, but he naturally started helping her out. Covered her rent, paid her daughter's school fees, and eventually she moved into his apartment. That was maybe 3 months into the relationship. After that, things moved quickly. John was excited. He told me she made him feel appreciated in a way he hadn't felt in years. They cooked meals together, went on trips, laughed a lot. It felt like a fresh start. But 6 months in, things started to shift. She began arguing more about little things. Got jealous when he talked to other expats online. Sometimes she wouldn't come home for a night and wouldn't explain why. Then came the money problems, asking for more, getting upset if he questioned it. Still, he stayed. He felt guilty for even thinking about leaving her and her daughter behind. And to make things more serious, he helped her move the daughter from the province into their shared home. Fast forward to mid-2023, and John had reached his limit. The fighting got worse. May would throw things. She once told him, "If you ever leave us, I'll report you." He laughed it off, until it happened. One night, after another shouting match, John snapped. He didn't hit anyone, but he told May to leave. He said he was done. He packed her and her daughter's things while they were out and left them with the apartment's front desk. He changed the locks the next day. Big mistake. 2 days later, barangay officials showed up with May and a police officer. She had filed a VAWC case against him. For those who don't know, Republic Act 9262 is the Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children law. It's broad. It doesn't just cover physical violence. It includes emotional and psychological abuse, economic abuse, and even deprivation of shelter. She told them John had mentally and financially abused her, kicked her and her child out without warning, and left them with nowhere to go. He tried to explain that he was the one paying for everything, that the place was under his name, but none of that mattered. In the Philippines, once you live together like husband and wife, and the woman is financially dependent on you, the law assumes responsibility. And if there's a child involved, it's even more serious. He wasn't arrested that day, but a barangay protection order, BPO, was issued immediately, which meant he couldn't contact her or the child for 30 days. A formal case was then filed at the municipal trial court. That triggered an immigration hold. He was now legally barred from leaving the country until the case was resolved. John had to hire a Filipino lawyer. He spent nearly 200,000 Cuban pesos in legal fees over the next 10 months, just trying to settle. May asked for a monthly allowance, 15,000 Cuban pesos, and damages for what she claimed was emotional trauma. He ended up agreeing to a financial settlement just to get her to drop the case and lift the hold order. He never laid a hand on her, but the law didn't care about that. He kicked out a woman and child who were financially dependent on him and gave them no time, no transition, no support. Under Philippine law, that's economic and psychological abuse. Now here's what John could have done differently, and what you should know if you're ever in a similar situation. Never let someone move in too soon. Once you share a roof, you are entering what the law considers a domestic relationship. If things go bad, don't act impulsively. Don't kick her out or cut her off overnight. That can, and likely will, be used against you. Use the barangay system yourself. If you're feeling threatened or unsafe, Go to the barangay and document everything. It might help protect you if things escalate. Give her notice, written if possible. Offer time, money for transition, and keep everything polite. That alone might save you from a legal case. Understand that the law sides with women and children, especially when foreigners are involved. In the end, John stayed in the Philippines, but he was changed. His retirement dreams were swallowed up by legal bills and stress. And it didn't have to end that way. I'm not saying you shouldn't trust anyone, but you need to respect the culture and understand the law before you decide to live with someone here. Relationships in the Philippines can be beautiful, but if you're not careful, they can cost you more than just your heart. Thank you for watching. If you're serious about finding a genuine connection, Match with Filipinas is the service for you. I do the hard work of matching you with up to 100 Filipinas using my extensive networking and effective ad strategies. You'll be in control of choosing your ideal Filipina, ensuring you find someone who truly meets your standards. This is a highly personalized and effective way of finding your dream partner. No more wasting time on dating sites with low-quality candidates. Click the link in the description below to book your appointment and take the first step toward a real connection today.